Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on the video. My name is Ernest, and today I'm going to be talking about doing a Chrome delete on my emblems of my new Tesla Model Y using Plasti-Dip. First, let me show you the car. It's a long-range, all-wheel drive, blue Tesla Model Y, and these are the emblems I'm going to be focusing on. I got the dual motor emblem here, the back trunk emblem. I'm going to be doing a Chrome delete, and also the front emblem. So the things you need, not too much. Obviously, you're going to need the Plasti-Dip. So you can get this at a Home Depot, about $6. Some blue painter's tape, something to mask your car for to cover it up for overspray. I use paper. You can use plastic, newspaper, what have you. And then also some alcohol to clean the emblems, and it's recommended to use Q-tips and some toothpicks for the final peeling off process. So just full disclosure, there's lots of videos on YouTube about using Plasti-Dip to do a Chrome delete on your emblems. I'll link a few of those that I watch below, so you can check those out as well. But the process seems very simple, and I'm going to give it a go. So stick with me, and we'll see how it ends up. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back here, and as you can see, I did the first mask on the front emblem. And so things you want to take note of is that you want to leave a sufficient amount of space around the emblem so that when it comes time to peel off the Plasti-Dip, it's going to be a little bit easier. So again, try not to get too close to the emblem. So, you know, there's some about 2 to 3 inches here. Whereas when I start to peel it off, I'll have enough product to be able to peel things off. So I'm going to go ahead and mask off the rear emblems, and I'll be right back. Okay, now with the initial masking done on all of the emblems, I'm going to go ahead and mask the car to prevent any kind of overspray on the paint and just make cleanup a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, use my paper and mask over a good chunk of the car so there's to prevent any overspray getting on the car. So check that out. Okay, everybody, the masking is complete. Step back a little bit. I may have went a little bit over, but better safe than sorry. So you can see our nice square around the emblems are there, and then we got some little overspray protection. Same thing for our dual motor. So we're good there. And we got our front masked off as well. And so now I'm gonna go through and with the alcohol and the Q-tips and clean off the emblems, make sure they're nice and dry, and then we can get to spraying the Plasti-Dip. Be right back. Okay guys, like I said, the masking is all done. Now we're gonna take our rubbing alcohol, our Q-tips, and clean all around the emblems just to make sure there's no debris or dust so that the Plasti-Dip sticks on there real good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy in here. And really the Q-tips are to get around the edges, so getting these little crevices, that's where it's going to be important. And get any dirt or grime off of there. And then once everything is, you feel like it's clean, just use a nice microfiber cloth to wipe it down. Again, drying all around. Make sure you're removing any debris, stuff like that. We're gonna move on to the next emblem. And again, you want to get it all in there. And now we'll move up to the front. Again, you don't have to really worry about the paint around the emblem because that's going to go ahead and get peeled off anyway. So you just want to make sure the emblem is clean so the Plasti-Dip sticks on there appropriately. Wipe this guy down. Okay, now with this done, there's one more thing I want to do, and what I want to do is just ball up some of the masking tape and put them in the openings in between inside of the emblem. So if you show here, so I'll ball up a little masking tape, put it right there in the middle, and then in the back too, the same spot, and inside the letters if there's enough room. And what that's going to allow us to do is when the Plasti-Dip dries and it's time to peel it off, I can pinch that little ball and it'll make getting those small tight areas, peeling the Plasti-Dip out a lot easier. So stick with me and I'll show you that in a second. We're back here in the back of the car, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the painter's tape and ball it up with the sticky side out. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a little bit. And then just kind of stick it right there. And like I said, that's gonna allow us to peel the Plasti-Dip off a lot easier. So I'm gonna go through, see if I can get it in the O's and the D and the U, just to make life a little easier. And then we'll get to spraying. Be right back. Hey everybody, we're back, ready to do our application of the Plasti-Dip. We're in the front of the Tesla right now, fully masked off. Got our little pro hack tip here to help peeling off things. You just ball up a little masking tape and put it inside of the small little notches here to help get things peeled off. We're gonna do Plasti-Dip. Recommended 5 to 7 coats. You just want to make sure that things are, the coats are nice and thick, especially for the last few, so that it'll facilitate peeling off the Plasti-Dip once it's all dried up. So I have my Plasti-Dip. Make sure you have a mask so you know you don't be inhaling these fumes. And again, what you want to do is keep a constant distance away, so 6 to 8 inches, whatever you choose, but keep that same distance. And then you want to, don't start in the middle of your emblem. Start either left or right and do good, even, smooth passes all the way, filling up your whole square. And then the other key to applying this is that you want to make sure you cover all of the edges of the emblem as well. So you're going to do a straight on pass. You're going to do a pass at an angle, so to kind of get those edges on the top. So you're going to go like that, and then a pass underneath to get those bottom edges. And then it's recommended to go left, left, right, right, or you can do constant passes like this. Whatever your preferred method is, just do whatever you choose. Do the same thing all across the board so that you get consistent results. So I'm gonna give it a good shake. I'm gonna put my mask on. Safety first. Get a little test spray. Get all that going, primed up. And the first one will just be straight across. Okay, so for the first coat, you want it kind of light so that the Plasti-Dip has something to adhere to. And then the following coats are going to be significantly heavier as we apply layer to layer to make it easy to peel off. But it should look, you want about 60% coverage. It doesn't have to be fully covered up. So you can see it's not perfectly covered, but this is what we want. And then we want to give it at least 15 minutes to dry. If you have more time, longer the better. So I would say 15 minutes in between each coat, and up to 5 to 7 coats. So we're gonna go to the back, knock those out. And again, covering the whole thing, light coat. Now we're gonna do the dual motor. So we're gonna let this dry for 15 to 20 minutes and come back and apply the second coat. So stick with me, be back in a few minutes. Hey everybody, it's been about 20 minutes since the first coat was applied. So we're back for coat number 2. This coat we're gonna do at a down angle so that we're gonna get the top edges of the emblems. So we'll do that on all 3. Here we go. Now these coats I'm going to do a little heavier. So a few passes. And we're good. So you can see it's a lot thicker right now. Go to the back. Get those taken care of. So here at the back, again, angle down a bit, nice heavy coats. And that's coat number 2. And here we go on the dual motor. Okay. So again, second coat. Again, you don't want it so heavy that the product is dripping, so just be conscious of that. And this is the second coat. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for coat number 3. All right, guys, we're back in for coat number 3. This one I'm going to do from the bottom up, so we'll get started on that. And then after this, I think I'm going to just do a little montage of the final 3 to 4 coats that I do. Just to show you the difference as each layer is applied. So stick with me until the end, and then we'll be back just before we have to peel all the masking off and the Plasti-Dip. All right, guys, here we are for the fourth coat. I'm just gonna go from right to left this time. So here's what it looks like after the fourth coat. So I'm gonna hit this fifth coat and just try to focus, make sure I got all the edges good. So same process. This is the back after the fourth coat. And I'm about to hit it for the fifth. Okay, now after 5 coats and drying for about 45 minutes, we're about to peel off the masking and then the Plasti-Dip itself. And that's a good sign that when you peel it off, it's starting to come off with it. What you're looking for. And you pull, and if it's all is right, when you get to the edges, you should just peel right off. So just take your time, peel nice and slow. Good. Here's with that little piece of masking tape in the center is going to help out. Allows you to pinch. Get it out. Up. And then for the instance where you can see there in the little in between the emblem, there's a little Plasti-Dip left. That's when you're going to use your toothpicks. pry that out. So make sure the toothpick just touches the Plasti-Dip and kind of drag it away. Until you have enough to actually peel it off. Okay, so we're gonna quickly go through and peel off the rest, and we'll be back. Okay, we're in the back. Just got all the tape off, and now I'm about to pull the last of the Plasti-Dip off. Back again, just grab the edges and just slowly peel down. It should peel right off of the edges of the emblem. Let's see here. Just take your time, no rush. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now I just got to get in between here and peel off the little excess that's inside. So when I come back, we'll take a look at the finished product. All right, guys, we're back in, and I finished peeling off the Plasti-Dip from the Emblems and did some cleanup. And here's what we got. So here's the rear emblem. Pretty smooth in my opinion. Has a little bit of texture, but nothing too crazy. There's the dual motor. The light's making it look, it's hard to see the black, but yeah. So there's that. There's the emblem again. Let's go over to the front. Front emblem, with all the Plasti-Dip removed. Nice and smooth, clean, looks good. So, you know, for a do-it-yourself, was pretty simple. You spent more time letting the product dry than actually the work. So I would say definitely up front, mask really well, protect the car, and do a good job masking, and that's gonna make everything else a lot simpler. Utilize the little wads of tape in the small crevices to help peel things out a little bit easier. And I think the main thing is just, take your time. Don't rush it. Just follow the steps and things will come out pretty good. And I'm pretty happy with it. So here's another look. So again, thanks for watching. And, subscribe, hit the like button. I plan on doing some more videos regarding Tesla upgrades and things like that. I got I got the hub coming in and some all-weather mats, so we're going to see how those work out. And a couple other things in store. So stay tuned. Like I said, subscribe so you can be notified. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks. Peace.